and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Oh, I was just a little bit caught off guard, but welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the quarterfinals of the ESL Open Cup Asia number 230. Ooh, and we have our next match. We have our next series spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Golden Aura. We have our Red Protoss player representing Berlin International Gaming, BIG. It is ShoWTimE. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, let me just quickly set up his name. There we go. In the top left, we have his opponent. We have the orange Zerg player, the best Zerg player in all of China, representing his team PvZ. It is Silky. We go. So I was just trying to find another series, trying to figure out what was going on. Apparently, Coffee got a walkover. Coffee got a walkover over Jeshi. Jeshi had some place to be. Something came up and had to, unfortunately, bow out of the tournament. So there was no series held there. But Coffee is already in the semifinals. As a result of that forfeit, Coffee is in those semifinals, and Coffee is waiting for the winner of this series, waiting for either Silky or ShoWTimE, one or the other. Again, ShoWTimE coming in as a heavy favorite. Can it be stopped? Can it be slowed down? Can we deny the Solar v ShoWTimE finals? Can we pull it off? We're here to find out. For now, it's going to be a Hatch Gas full standard opener out of Silky, forced to take the unnatural natural here on Golden Aura. Meanwhile, ShoWTimE going for the gate expand into Cybercore standard opener out of our German Protoss. Standard openers so far. And we'll see where this all leads us. We'll see where it takes us. But again, hope everyone in the chat has been enjoying themselves. Hope everyone has been having a good time. Again, there's so many matches going on. I would love to cast it all. I apologize that I believe I'm the only stream currently for tonight's broadcast. I don't think there's a second stream covering the upper matches, but I'll do my best to try to cover as much as I can. If our lower semifinals is a little bit faster, then we might be able to catch the upper semifinals as well. That'll be the ideal. That will be the ideal. As we do have our players settling in. It is going to be a Stargate opener by ShoWTimE. Should be Stargate into Oracle. Meanwhile, across the map, Silky fighting for his third. The probe being as annoying as possible, but the probe is going to be zoned away, and then we can now expand and take our third hatchery. As he does shade in between the bases. Alas, it won't get here in time. The hatchery has been placed, and Silky can get a better handle of his own base setup. Expanded, going to be joining up, establishing his 3 bases. He's establishing those bases, and now it's going to be on ShoWTimE trying to break those bases. Now we have 2 adepts. Again, 2 adepts do one-shot drones. Going to be shading in towards that mineral line, and we don't quite get much damage done. We get one tumor and 1 ling. Not bad. We get the hell out of there, and here come the eventual Oracle production. Again, it should be triple Oracle into a 3rd base. Very standard build by ShoWTimE. Everything looking as it should. Ling's going to be coming in first round. We do try to catch the adepts, and the movement a little bit too good from ShoWTimE. Does slip away. Again, did oil up his adepts ahead of time, and Silky just could not get a grasp on them. Will escape, and the Oracle is now headed in. Now headed for the main base. How many queens do we have in position? We have 1 queen in the main so far. Spore is on the way. And we can't ignore that queen. We can head for the mineral line. We're going to get at least a couple of drones. 2, 3 drones go down. Oh, can we get a 4th? Not quite. 3 workers in total. Lings get across the map. They get the probe, but the 3rd is up and running. So not a bad start for ShoWTimE. You know, getting a couple of workers, shaving off some Lings, getting his 3rd base up and running. So far, so good. And now we have our follow-up. A very interesting follow-up. Do you see what I see? I see a Twilight Council. I don't see a Forge. Okay. This could be one of 2 things. We could be working towards Glaive Adepts. This could be a Glaive Adept follow-up here to just hit like a truck and catch the Zerg player off guard. Or this could be Fast Blink. Could be Fast Blink to hit a 3-base all-in. This pylon is denied. But with Fast Blink, you can be very assertive very early on. Apply pressure. Wreak havoc and snowball out of control. And we have our answer. It is a Glaive Adepts. Okay. Again, it was going to be one or the other. It's going to be Glaives from ShoWTimE. And the goal here is to catch Silky off guard. Again, Silky should be droning. We scouted a third, right? We scouted a third. We scouted a Stargate opener. Right now, Silky should be safe to drone. And if Silky skips the Roach... Oh, we're skipping the Roach Warren. Uh-oh. If Silky skips the Roach Warren, if we drone up too much, if we're too greedy, then the Glaive Up follow-up can snowball out of control. Now, this is only the first wave of aggression. This is pretty standard. 6 adepts across the map. Sorry, 7 adepts across the map. That's actually a little bit more committed. Glaives is still not done. But this can still get some damage dealt here as we move out across the map. Lings are trying to keep up. We're headed for the would-be 4th base. Good. Quite commit. Pulling back. Testing the waters, forcing out more Lings. We're going to be relying on Banelings instead. This is a really risky maneuver here from Silky, but he's going to be relying on Banelings to deal with the Glaive Adepts. Not going to be easy. As Glaives is now done. It's finishing up in 5 seconds. And there are no Banelings ready. Uh-oh. Without any Banelings, we cannot deal with this as we shade into the main base. Oracle's coming into support as well. We're going for the mineral lines. Lings coming in for the surround. Not a bad engage here from Silky. But the Lings, they're melting. The Lings are melting. They're all going down one after the other. We shade into the natural. And we get 5 drone kills, and we're not done. Nowhere close. We still have those Oracles in the back line, ready to dive in at a moment's notice. And they're going for the main. We shade into the 3rd base. Lings are lying in wait, but they're being cleaned up. The Oracles, they bust into the main. Drones are going down. There is no Spore. 14, 16 worker kills. A full mineral land goes down, and ShoWTimE is snowballing out of control. It's becoming far too much. As we're trying to keep up, we just can't. Finally, the adepts are dealt with. Finally. They're going to be cleaned up. But Silky is down to 45 workers against the 64 of ShoWTimE. And now we're getting ready for the 2nd wave. Now we have +1 on the way, Blink on the way. We're massing up Blink Stalkers as we speak. Silky is stuck redroning and resaturating, and by the time he is resaturated, there's going to be an army knocking down his front door. And Silky's just not going to have anything to defend. Again, there's no Roach Warren, there's no Hydrogen, it's only Ling Bane, and even then, it's barely any Ling Bane. As we're still droning. The army's been spotted. The army has been spotted. And ShoWTimE is looking to snowball out of control. Behind this, taking a 4th. Wait, we didn't even need a 4th, but may as well. Just to secure ourselves, just in case. We have a Hydrogen on the way, but it just started. Needs time to get going. ShoWTimE is pushing in. So here we go. We're headed for that 3rd. Hatchery taking a lot of hits. Queen's trying to dive in. I mean, that's a lot of Queens. But there's just no Ling Bane. There's no support. And Ling's coming in from behind. Oracles are here to throw down their pulsar beams. Not even. We just rely on the Blink Stalkers. We just rely on our Stalkers. We focus on the Queens one after the other. And there's almost nothing left. GG gets called. ShoWTimE takes game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Whew. A solid game there from ShoWTimE. Again, just snowballing out of control with his initial Glaive Adept follow-up. Was unscouted, and it is unfortunate. That Silky was not able to confirm what was happening. That Silky decided to skip his Roach Warren. That was another big part of the defense. The fact that Silky did end up skipping it and going for the Ling Bane, and did mean that we just didn't have what we needed to defend against those Glaive Adepts. Silky caught with his pants down, and with that, ShoWTimE is 1 game away from advancing on into the semifinals. As a reminder, in those semis, Coffee is waiting, the Chinese Terran player. Here we go. Here we go as we're diving into that 2nd game, and we have switched colors. Lovely. I'll fix that up. 1 minute. Bam, beautiful. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our German Protoss player, the Red Protoss representing Berlin International Gaming, BIG. It is ShoWTimE. leading the series 1-0, and spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Chinese Zerg player, the blue Zerg, representing his team, PCEC. It is Silky. Here we go. ShoWTimE immediately moving out across the map is going to be denying the natural expansion, forcing the third base to be taken instead, forcing Silky to be a little bit more uncomfortable here in game 2. Just a little bit. And again, ShoWTimE showing us that he's willing to be aggressive. Now again, he did not play an all-in last game. It was a Stargate opener into a third base, into Glaive Adepts. The Glaive Adepts did need to do some damage, but they did more than just some damage. They crippled the economy, they won ShoWTimE the game. But I don't expect the same build 2 games in a row. I don't expect it again. We can see something different. We can see a Twilight Council opener into 4-gate Glaives. We can see a DT opener into an Archon drop. We could see just a standard game into +1 Blink. Or even a 3-base all-in with no gases, with 8 gates behind it. We'll see how ShoWTimE will approach this. But now, gate expand into Cybercore. Standard opener out of ShoWTimE. Standard opener so far. So we are going to be settling in. The probe across the map being as annoying as possible. Disrupting the economy. Go. As I'm lying in wait to see what Silky brings to the table, and I've been focusing a lot on what ShoWTimE's going to be doing. From the side of Silky, he is traditionally a very aggressive Zerg player. We've seen him take down some big names in WTL in the past, specifically with all-ins. Specifically with like some hidden all-ins, like a Link Bane bust, or like a Link Dropalord, like Queen all-in, or something like that. Link Queen all-in with Dropalords, or with Nidus Worms. We have seen a lot of cheese from Silky work quite well against some of the best players in the world. But so far, this series has been quite standard. So far, we haven't been seeing too much deviation out of Silky. I guess game 1, Silky was trying to go into Lingbane Hydra, but didn't quite get there. Silky was being greedy, cutting corners. I'm sure Silky has learned his lesson, and we may see a Roach Warren this time instead. I mean, Roach space all-ins on Oceanborn are not uncommon we saw it so often at DreamHack. Like, every single time we load into Oceanborn, I'm like, we very often see, you know, Roach, like, 3-base all-ins in ZVP, and then that's what it would be. We saw Lambo do it, we saw Alasia do it, we saw Solar do it as well. So a lot of 3-base all-ins on Oceanborn over the weekend in this matchup. But we'll see. As Lings are moving out across the map, getting eyes on the Adepts. So far, we do hold the line. It is going to be the Stargate opener for ShoWTimE. First Oracle's moving out, second Oracle's on the way, and we should be expanding from here. So it's going to be triple Oracle into a third. From here, I guess it could still be a fast Twilight Council into Glaives. It could be fast Twilight Council into Blink. It could be just a forged Twilight Council into a standard game. We'll see. Try to piece together what ShoWTimE is up to. Oracle does dip in, Spore not done in time. We do get 2 drone kills. Not bad. Meanwhile, that is a Bailey Nest, and we are cutting workers at 33. We're going for a Bane Bust. This feels like a Bane Bust from Silky. He's making 1 drone, but only 1 drone. He's amassing Lings. Queens are moving forward. It's time to send it. It's time to send it, papi. Let's go. Now, ShoWTimE back at home. He hasn't seen too much. Adepts are about to shade in and are about to get surrounded. Ooh. Yeah, Leagues are in position, and we do get us around on 2 Adepts. 2 Adepts will go down. The others, they do pull back against the wall. Oracle comes in. A lot of Lings are going down, and 2 Adepts survive. Behind this, we have a Forge into a Twilight Council. It's going to be a standard follow-up. And Silky's all in. The Queen is there waddling across the map. This isn't quite the all-in I was expecting. This is a 2-base all-in, as we only have even under 2-base saturation with 34 workers. But the all-in has been spotted. It has been confirmed. Back at home, what do we have? We need shield batteries. Yeah, we're recalling back. Oracle is recalled. We have a shield battery here at the natural, and we're going to need more than that. As Banelings are on the way, they're spotted. They're confirmed. Oh, and they are denied. That is unfortunate. That's so unlucky. Not again. As Banelings are being shut down one after the other. This is a Ling Bane all in without the Bane. As not a single Baneling does complete. This is so delayed. This is so heavily delayed. Here third time's a charm. A third wave of Banelings in production. Queens are waddling forward. ShoWTimE preparing at the third. Cannons, shield batteries, all being thrown down. Oracle's banking up energy. And Silky has to commit. As we do try to slip in. Solid force field. Does zone away those Banelings. Overcharges pop. The Stalkers, they hold the line. The Lings, they do nothing. Yeah, the overcharge is a little bit too strong here as we're able to hold on and just maintain our position. Mineral line is safe and sound. Force field thrown down once again. Denying those Banelings. They are being targeted. Lings, they do break through the back line though. But there's just nothing left. Yeah, no more Lings remaining. Queens are falling one after the other. ShoWTimE has held. Tim Power does show his face once again. GG gets called. ShoWTimE takes the series 2-0, advancing on to the semifinals. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations to ShoWTimE as he does flex his aggression in Game 1 and his defense in Game 2. Again, able to show some success here in both kind of forms, in both the offense and the defense. GG, congratulations. ShoWTimE does advance on, and we have our next series getting ready for us. When it comes to Silky, it was just an unfortunate execution of the all-in. It got scouted, it got shut down early on by the Oracles and by the Adepts, and the Banelings, it took them so long to morph in. The all-in was so heavily delayed as a result, and it gave ShoWTimE extra time, valuable time, to throw down cannons, shield batteries, warp in, gather energy on the sentries for the force fields. It all just came together for ShoWTimE. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations. ShoWTimE will take it in the end, and now we're getting ready for our next series. I mentioned before, but we do have a player lying in wait in the semifinals. We have our next matchup. It's going to be ShoWTimE versus Coffee. Let's go.